Okay, hi everybody, it's me, Bankai922. Gachiakuta. Episode 6, One Good Strike. So, we finally, after years of, after episodes upon episodes of me saying about this guy, didn't want to say his name because I thought it was spoiled territory. Jobber Wonker. Or Jobber. I think his name, it's very hard to pronounce, very weird name. Jabber Wonger. Wongar. Let's call him Jabber. So, yeah, this is the big bad villain. Well, supposedly, he's a raider. Now, this episode was weird because his intention was to capture Rudo for somebody else. Now, it's kind of weird because we don't see this person. Anyway. And what I mean by that is we don't see them anywhere like he was torturing that guy for information about Rudo. And we don't see the other person. This was news, really. Because he never mentioned this was going down. That he was looking for Rudo for a specific reason. But in this episode, he explains that he's there to take Rudo to see this person. My money is probably on Rudo's father, who, in hindsight, I would not be surprised. Now, listen, I've never read the manga, so I can't really, pinpoint these kind of connective tissue connectors of this whole story. But that's my point of view. And I think he might be the reason why Rudo was sent there. But overall, yeah, Jobber shows up. He confronts Gris and the other supporter along with the other people. The other people they found an exit. It goes upstairs. And then what ends on happening is they think who's coming back is Zanka. Rudo's guy who's training him. Now, it's Jabber. He comes back. He comes in the fold. And he starts fighting them. Now, he abruptly states that he's there for, he's just quietly speaking about what he looks like. He's like, oh, it's you, the Spherite giver. And he mentions that he needs to bring him back to see somebody. Somebody's looking for you. That's why when I first saw this, I'm thinking, the only person who could be is Rudo's father, who, as we know, based on previous episodes, was convicted of murder and was sent into the pit, which we now know is the ground. Okay. Anyway, so a fight ensues. He pretty much takes out Grill, stabs him, and he's bleeding. And at that juncture, we get a weird scene. Black and white. It's black and white. It's almost like pencil tracing kind of thing that you see. There's no color. It's Rudo seeing Get-Go, his adopted father, getting stabbed. And he sees the emblem, the hand that Grill was holding on as a basically like a religious memento to pray to. And We do get a flashback of Rudo and his adopted father and how he abruptly feels towards people throwing things out. When they still have value. I mean, you see him seeing this, like, I don't know if it's like a robot head or something, and he's crying about it. So, that's the flashback we get. And we go back to the present, and then Rudo uses the hand emblem that Grill was using as a, religious artifact thing to pray to. Holy crap! What he turns it into. Now, the hand has an eye on it. Behind Rudo is this huge eye with these metal chains that come out and they're like hands. I was like, holy sh! It was obviously CGI, but it was good. It was good. I liked how they animated that. That was fantastic. So this battle happens between Rudo and Jabber. Now Jabber's instrument, if you want to call it, are claws. Now the right claw has a toxin on it. Has some kind of toxin. It basically, I think it paralyzes you or something. Not really sure. And the left claw, I don't think does anything. He just stabs you with it. So the fight ensues. What I like about Rudo's this artifact that he is using is it enables him to dodge all attacks against his opponent, against Jabber. So Jabber cannot hit him. And when he has some kind of ill intent and the eye spots him, he freezes and Rudo goes in for a punch. And he keeps doing this over and over and over again until Jabber decides, he's like, oh, I've never been hurt. And this guy's a psycho. Oh, God. 100% out of his mind. Woo! He decides to use his toxin on himself. Well, the idea is he's saying that his ability only works when there's evil intent, there's violent intent being thrust upon Rudo. But if there is no evil intent, then he can get through and just attack him. But that just when it was getting really good, crits roll. So, and what happens is his eyes go like into his head, and they go back, and then you just see these stretch of claw marks as it happens, and then we go to credits. So that was the episode. This was a very interesting episode. A nice good flashback. Rudo realizing his power with this artifact that Grill had on his person. I don't like the concept. It was really cool, really interesting. I got a feeling now next week though, Rudo's going to be on he's going to be on the ropes because now Jabber has found a way to attack Rudo point blank range without any consequences from the eye. So he won't be able to be stopped because it's not going to sense ill intent or violent intent. Sort of like almost like instantaneous attacking. I'm not really sure, but that's probably what's going to happen. I don't know who else is going to show up because Zenka is out. Unless somebody else from the cleaners shows up to help them during the situation. But that was the episode. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Yeah, this was a really good episode. Sorry, but it was I would say 9.5 to 10 out of 10. It's like in between that. And the only reason I would say for the half, you know, it was too quick. And, we didn't get the whole fight, but obviously we're going to get a conclusion next week when we get episode 7 and the conclusion of this fight, which is very intriguing. I got to wonder because, like I said at the beginning of this episode, this video, it's got to be his father. And the thing is, this is the one thing that I find very strange about this show. They send people to the pit, yet that's where everybody lives. The whole ground is the planet, and you're treating it the whole ground as your dumping ground. It's like, so I'm wondering how this all pertains between Jabber, somebody who's looking for him, Rudo, what happened on the above ground and the sphere. How does this all really connect and explain what's really going on here? But we shall see in a couple of episodes because there's going to be over 20, so look forward to it. It's been Balkan 22. That Jabber is nuts, man. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'll see you guys later.